I drove from St. Louis to Nauvoo, Illinois. There it is on the big river, the Mississippi, on that point, an area very subject to flooding. And there's a Google Maps view of it. The lower left is where the old city was, very close to the river there. In the upper right on that map, there's a bluff, and that's where the more modern community is. But as you can see, the river is on three sides there, and it's very close. And there is competitive sandbanking between Illinois and Iowa to direct the flood to the other side. Here are a few shots from the road driving in that emphasize the historic community. It's two historic communities. It was originally a Mormon site and quite extensive and well developed, which was sold holus bolus to Cabot, Etienne Cabot. There's the county museum, which I got into this time, and there's Cabot's personal copy of his book, Voyage en Icarie. There's a picture of some of the community members towards the end, I would say, and that's their vineyard, which is still there and grown in vines but unweeded. And there's the historic marker of the Cabot Icarian community, which lasted about 15 years at Nauvoo before it started dividing itself up, and some of them went to Iowa, to Corning. And I took several pictures of this marker and transcribed it here. Nothing here about the Société Française de Saint-Louis, or Illinois in this case, but the State Historical Commission. And here are some shots of the buildings that have been maintained and preserved by the LDS, the Mormons. And the day I was there were many Mormons around. There were busloads of them doing a tour of the historic site. I managed to calculate my photographs in a way to omit them. I've never been in any of these buildings, although some of them are open, or they were open the day I was there, but the busloads of other folk there kind of took my impetus away, and I contented myself with driving around. Took my impetus away to go inside because I thought if I went inside, all I would see would be the hagiography of the Mormon founders, and little or nothing about Etienne Cabot and the Icarians who came later. This is a very extensive property. There must be, I tried to count the buildings, but I did lose count. I'd say there were 30 or 40 buildings still remaining, and probably others that have come and gone, built of timber. And if the Mormons have restored them, that means that they were there when the Mormon community sold it to Cabot, so Cabot's community, the Icarians, had this very substantial setup and very rich agricultural land here. You can see the river is just a short distance away there. And that's the end of this episode. Stay tuned for more.